Hi there, folks. Andrea Cox here with thehealthyhaven.net and alkalizewithandrea.com. It is another Q&A Monday here today, and I am at the San Diego Casa, and usually on Q&A Mondays, I take 2 to 3, sometimes 4 questions, and I answer them for all of you. But today, I'm going to do something a little different. I got a great question from a gal named Sarah, and Sarah asked how she can stop binge eating. She says she does really well on her diet, and Sarah, I don't actually like to use the word diet. I use way of life. I think that's much more appealing. It sounds better. I don't think we should ever adhere to diets. We should really create a lifestyle, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to do here today. But she said she does really good on her way of life for about 5 days, and then she finds herself having cravings that are uncontrollable, and she chooses to binge eat. And she said that she feels that they're unstoppable. And from a former bed eater, binge eating disorder, I can share with you that sometimes, yes, it is unstoppable and unavoidable. So first and foremost, Sarah, I want to tell you and all the people out there that it's important to forgive yourself. You know, if you make a mistake and you eat something that you feel is not fitting to your lifestyle, you gotta forgive yourself, because let's face it, we all make mistakes, right, folks? So here we go. And I'd like to apologize. I'm very tall. I've got on flats, and I still can see my head's being cut off, but I'm trying to shoot this myself, so I'm going to make a go of it. So the first thing I would like to do is tell you 5 items. She was asking for specific things she could eat or do that would help her during a binge. I'm going to give you 5 items that I utilize to prevent a binge. So I'm going beyond this for Q&A Monday, and I'm going to really get into the nitty-gritty of it. So the first thing I have here is a rose quartz. Now, rose quartz represents mother. To me, it represents safety, it represents calm. I always carry a rose quartz in my purse. Sometimes I carry it in my hand if I'm going in to meet a new prospective client or a new client and I don't know how the energy is going to be. Oftentimes, I will leave this in my car and I'll put it I'll put it on my stomach, I'll hold it to my heart. You know, we all love our mothers so much. Our mothers are so giving to us and they teach us so much. And to me, a rose quartz represents mother. So I often sleep with this in my bed, and it really gives me comfort. And you may think that's a little, weird. That's fine. But, I encourage you to get a good rose quartz, clear it, and you can clear it with another crystal. You can look back in my videos to see how to do that, and carry it with you. The second thing I always make sure of is that I am highly mineralized and I take a probiotic. Now, I use my Smiling Gut probiotic. It's an amazing probiotic. It's $44. There's a 3-month supply in here. And I take it in the morning on an empty stomach and also before dinner, always on an empty stomach. I also make sure I'm highly mineralized. My raw detox formula and my sexy and raw formulas make sure of that. I actually mix these 2 together and I take them with my probiotic in the morning on an empty stomach before I go work out. So that's always a wonderful way to make sure that you're highly mineralized, because minerals keep us feeling satisfied. When our minerals are off balance, we feel off balance. Also, I encourage you to get a mineral that is clay-based like mine, and here's why. When you take a fractionized nutrient, say you take zinc, or you take this, or you take that, it throws all the other nutrients off balance. When it's in a clay-based form and all the minerals and vitamins are in one place and they're coming in their natural form, it actually works. So, it doesn't throw everything off balance. So remember that. So here is another thing I love to do. I love to use grapefruit essential oil. Now, often, this one's by Young Living, often in the weight loss trio, people will use peppermint, grapefruit, and I believe peppermint, grapefruit, it might be lemon, it might be something else in the weight loss trio. I'll have to check. But they take this and they put 4 drops of each in a capsule and they take it on an empty stomach. I don't do good with oils on an empty stomach. They make me nauseous. Everything makes me nauseous. What I like to do is put it on my body and smell it. It's been proven that the smell of grapefruit essential oil can quench hunger. Actually, any citrus can quench hunger. So that's what I like to do. 2 other things that I always make sure I have with me. These are some kale chips that I made. They're excellent. They have little cashew pieces in them. I always make sure, because you never know if you're going to have a salty or sweet craving, that I always have 2 things on hand made. Kale chips are one. That covers the salty, crunchy craving that I love. And cookies are another. Now, I often buy my cookies. There's a place called Jimbo's. They make gluten-free vegan cookies. These I made. These are made from a coconut base. So they've got coconut flour, chocolate chips. They're an excellent, excellent cookie. They're walnut chocolate chip. They're to die for. And I always have them made. But I don't have things made in an abundance. Notice I only have about 7 cookies made. I only have about 3 handfuls of kale chips made. Why? Well, even though they're healthy and they're good for you, I don't want to overdo them. So I always make sure I have a serving for 1 to 2 people in my home of something salty and something sweet. So that's it, folks. There are your 5 tips to prevent a binge. I'm Andrea Cox. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. We'll be at the Mexico Casa Kitchen this weekend, which I'm looking forward to. And I would also like to say that I'm sending love and blessings out for everyone in Orlando. I don't have TVs in my home. I like a TV-free household, and I just discovered that, and my heart bleeds for them. Andrea Cox here. If you like this video, you know what to do. Toss me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Andrea Cox TV. We have hit over 2 million views and 13,000 subscribers. Yay! Also, my website, thehealthyhaven.net. Thehealthyhaven.net. Sign up for my newsletter. I send you lots of free things. On Facebook, I share more there than I do anywhere else. Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. Snapchat, it's a little bit scary. Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. Also, Twitter and Instagram, Raw Chef Andrea. Be well. Make it a great, productive, healthy week. Drink your green juice. Bye.